Good morning, students of class 11th. Welcome to your online classes of English. Class 11th, today in English, we will be doing reading skills. Now, this year, reading skills, particularly, I am talking about note making and summarizing. Note making and summarizing will be coming in part B subjective questions for class 11. This time, note making and summarizing this year in the current session, what I am talking about 2020 and 21, note making and summarizing will be coming under part B subjective question. As you already know, this year question paper is divided into two parts. Part A will be MCQ type. In MCQ type, you will be getting 40 marks of MCQ questions. Okay? Your MCQ type questions will be based on reading skills, 20 marks, and literature part 20 marks, and part B comes, that is your subjective questions. This time for class 11 note making, especially I am talking about note making and summarizing, is kept under subjective questions. Okay, now we will talk about note making and summarizing. Note making carries of 5 marks. Note making carries 5 marks and summarizing carries 3 marks. So total marks will be of 8. Total marks will be of 8. Note making and summarizing will be of 8 marks. Always remember that marks distribution of note making is of 5 marks and summarizing is of 3 marks. Now in note making I am talking about format carries 1 mark, content carries 2 marks and expression carries 2 marks. You can see on the board, for note making, format carries 1 mark, content carries 2 marks and expression carries 2 marks. If I talk about summarizing content and expression is seen only. Okay, so content carries 2 marks and expression carries 1 mark. Okay, first I will be talking about note making. Now, what is note making actually? Note making is what? Now, note making, the passage will be given to you and you have to make the notes of that. Notes means what? Making the passage into points. That means converting the passage into points. That is known as note making. Using the headings and the subheadings. Using the headings and the subheadings. So that is called what? Note making. That means you are making the short notes of the passage. Okay. That means many of the subjects you are doing that, particularly if I talk about social science, you are having various type of subject, history, civics, geography. You are converting that into points and you are describing that. That is notes. That is called what? Notes. Just like that, you have to convert the passage into points using the headings and the subheadings. That is called note making. Always remember that note making carries 5 marks and summarizing carries 3 marks. And what is summarizing? Summarizing means you are writing the short summary of the passage. Always summarizing means what? Abstraction. Summarizing means what? Abstraction, precise writing. Okay, that means in paragraph you have to write. In paragraph you have to write the summary of the passage. The short summary of the passage you could say in 80 words only, not more than that. That is known as precise writing also you could say, précis writing also you could say. Okay, that is known as what? Abstraction also you could say. Short summary of the passage, always remember you have to write in 80 words only in paragraph. Okay, that is known as summarizing. First I will be teaching you about note making. What is note making? As I told you, what is note making? That means converting the passage into points using the headings and the subheadings. That is called note making. Okay, that is called what? Note making. We call that note making, converting the passage into points using the headings and the subheadings. So that is called note making. And what is summarizing? Summarizing means converting the passage into paragraph only in 80 words. If you have made the note making in a proper way, that you can convert into passage. That you can convert into passage. Okay. So I was explaining you about what? The A part, note making. Always remember, note making is always made in points. Now, while making the notes in points, you are using what? Abbreviations also. Now, abbreviations means what? Short forms. Short forms of the important words. That means you can use 5 to 6 words for writing your abbreviation. Abbreviation is only used in note making. Remember that abbreviations are used in note making only while making the points. While making the headings and the subheadings, okay, you can use abbreviation, that is known as short form of the verbs, short form of the words. You can use that. Okay, while making abbreviations. Okay, short form of the words, that is known as what? Abbreviation. And at last you have to draw the index box also. Okay, for abbreviation, whatever abbreviation you have used for the words, you have to draw the index box also. Key to abbreviation, that is called key to abbreviation. I will be telling you one example of note making and summarizing, how the note making and summarizing is made. First of all, I want to give you the detailed explanation. What is note making? Always remember, note making is an important study skill. What is note making? It is an important study skill. Sometimes our study material is rather large. Sometimes our study material is rather large and we are making it shorter. Okay, converting into points. That is known as what? We call that making short notes of that in points using the headings and subheadings. In typing also you are doing shorthand. Okay, some short words are there for writing the words. Okay, that is known as shorthand practice you are doing in typing. Just like that. Okay, making notes in short. It is difficult to remember large paragraphs and information. Sometimes it is very difficult to remember large paragraphs and information. It is always advisable to note down the main points of the material or passage. Okay, it is always advisable to note down the main points of the material of the passage. Okay, that means you are noting down the material of the passage in short. Okay, that is called what? You are making notes of that. Okay, if you are a secretary of a boss, okay, that means he or she is a secretary in some company and boss is giving you a dictation and you are making a notes in short. Okay, what the boss is giving you the dictation in detail and you are writing it fast in short. That is known as what? What we call that shorthand. In short, you are writing. Okay, and then you are typing that. Okay, in short. That means we are converting the sayings and passage in short. That is called what? Making notes in short using the headings and subheadings. That is called note making. Now see, whatever points you are making, these points should be further divided into subsections and subsections. As I told you, that means note making should always be divided into headings and subheadings using abbreviation. Abbreviations means what? Using short forms. You should be using short forms also while making the notes. You can take some important words, 5 or 6 words. You can make key to abbreviation of that and you can indicate at last what words you have used for abbreviations. Okay, using abbreviations and symbols, making your note making more compact and precise. Okay, that means using the symbols and abbreviation, you can make your note making more compact and precise. Now, what are the important points while making the notes? Always remember, notes should be short. It should not be lengthy. It should be very short, half a line you could say. Okay, not more than that. Okay, identify the main points. Identify the main points of the passage. Read the passage very carefully and identify the main points and what notes you have to make. Okay, it should be very short. It should not be lengthy. Okay, notes must be written in note form only. Notes must be written in note form only. That means using the abbreviation, using the headings and subheadings. That means in note form only it should be written. In note form, we write only phrases and not in sentences. In note form, what we are doing, we write only in phrases, not in sentences, not in very long sentences, short sentences, short phrase we are using. Okay, information in a logical way, okay, should be divided, okay, into headings and subheadings, into figures and letters you could say. Okay, main sections should be given 1, 2, 3. I will be telling you how to do that. The main heading should be given. Main sections means I am talking about the main headings. It should be denoted with 1, 2, 3 in Roman letters. Okay. Subsection in point number 1, 2, 3, etc. you are mentioning. Okay. Subsections, subheadings, how you are mentioning A, B, C. You can mention like that. Okay. Now, another convenient method of division is decimal system. Okay, main section 1, 2, 3. You can use dots also while indicating the points. It means that, okay, abbreviation and symbols are freely used. You can use freely abbreviation and symbols. Okay, abbreviation means what? Short forms. You are using the short forms. Okay, so these types of things should be presented in note making. And summarizing means what I have already told you. Summarizing means converting the passage into 80 words only, not more than that. Summarizing means what? Converting the passage into 80 words only, not more than that. Okay. In paragraph, you have to summarize the passage. In the A part of the question, you have to make the notes and points. In the B part of the question, you have to summarize the passage into 80 words. So that is known as what? Summarizing. Now, we can take one example. Suppose the passage is of the impact of television. The impact of television, what we are talking about, the advantages and disadvantages of television, you could say. Okay, the impact of television, that means the can assume that the paragraph is about what? The paragraph is about advantages and disadvantages of television and what impact it has put on the public. We are talking about that. Okay. Now, in the A part of the question, what we are making? In the A part of the question, we are making the notes. As I told you, what is note making? Note making means what? Converting the passage into points using the headings and the surnames. Okay, note making means what? Converting the passage into points using the headings and subheadings. Now, always remember, note making carries 5 marks. Format carries 1 mark, content carries 2 marks, and expression also carries 2 marks. Now, I am talking about note making. Now, suppose you have given the paragraph, you have been given the paragraph, the impact of television. That means the disadvantages and advantages of television are mentioned in the paragraph. Now you are making the notes of that. In the A part, we are making the notes. First of all, always give title to your note making. So, according to the paragraph, read the paragraph very carefully with proper attention, and the title you have given the impact of television. Suppose the title you have given point number 1, the impact of television. Okay, this you have given the title to your note making. Now see the main heading. You have mentioned the main heading, benefits of TV. Now what are the advantages of TV? You are talking about that. Okay, what you are talking about? You are talking about benefits of television, advantages of television in point number 1, main heading. In Roman letter, in main heading you have given point number 1, benefits of television. Now see what, now you are giving under subheading, now you are using the subheading, point number 1. Now this has been used in short form, INC. Now what do you mean by INC? Increase. You have used the abbreviation word. Any word you can use for abbreviation. You have used INC for increase. This is known as short form. Abbreviation you have used. Abbreviation and short form means the same thing. Okay? We have used the short form over here. Increase our KNOW. Again, you have used abbreviation over here. Knowledge. For knowledge, you have used what? KNOW. Increase our knowledge of outside world. O/S. Again, you have used abbreviation over here. O/S. That means, remember that you are using abbreviation only while making the notes, not in the summary. Okay. Always remember, you are using abbreviations only while making the notes in points, not in summary writing. When you are making the summary in the B part. Okay. That is known as what? O/S, outside world. Okay. That means increases our knowledge of outside world. In the first point, you have used 3-word abbreviation. Now the second point, sub point you have given high. Again, you have used abbreviation over here, QTY. QTY for quality. Okay, high quality program. Okay, that means everybody is watching high quality program in television. We are talking about that. QTY. QTY means what? High quality program. Again, you have given the subheading in points. Now here it is mentioned in decimal. Okay, you can darken the dot. Science, medicine, arts. Okay, that means high quality program is based on which subjects? It is based on science, medicine and arts according to the passage. Okay, you have to be very thorough with the passage. Read the passage with proper attention and be very careful while reading the passage. Then only you can convert the passage into points. using the headings and the subheadings. That is called note making. Now in point number 3, what we have mentioned, old people, patients can't leave house. Okay, that means old people and patients can't leave the house while watching television. And fourth point, what you have mentioned, non-native speakers, daily informal, again LANG, short form you have used, abbreviation you have used, PREC, again you have used the abbreviation over here, LANG for language, PREC for practice. That means non-native speakers, daily informal language practice. It gives you language practice also. Now we are talking about the benefits over here, advantages over here. Again, you have used the short form over here in the fifth point, INC, increase. INC means what? Increase. For increase, we have used the short form over here, increase. That means everything you are getting from the passage. You don't have to write on your own. Everything you are getting from the passage only. The points you are getting from the passage only. INC for increase, increase vocabulary, listening, speaking. Okay, it increases what? If you are watching good programs, good debates, speech, if you are watching all that, it increases your vocabulary, listening and speaking. Now point number 6, way to relax. It relaxes your mind also. These are the main benefits you have mentioned in points, and you have used the short forms also, abbreviations also. Okay. Now, in the second point number 2, the main thing, disadvantage is of television on body. Point number 2, what we are talking about, disadvantages of television on body, TV on body. Again, we have used short form for television, TV. Okay, again we have used, here also we have used short form for television, TV. Okay, this is also a short abbreviation, short form what we have used. Okay, disadvantages of television on body, the second main heading you have given. Now you are giving the subheading, the sub points. Now you are giving what? The subheading, the sub points. Point number 1, long duration of viewing. That means long duration of viewing affects your eyes. Okay, that means if you are watching the television for the long time, it always affects your eyes. It damages your eyes. Okay, damages what? Human brain also. Second point, damages what? Human brain also. That means long duration of viewing affects eyes. And point number 2, you have mentioned sub points you are mentioning now. Okay, you have mentioned the main headings, now you are mentioning the sub points. Point number 1, long duration of viewing affects eyes. Point number 2, affects human brain also. Okay, now see. And what else? That means it gets drained, your brain gets drained sometimes. Watching for a long time, your brain gets drained. Poor concentration, sometimes your concentration becomes weaker. Okay, if you are watching television for the long time, if you are watching the mobile, if you are watching the television for the long time, it affects your concentration also. Okay, now see point number 3, effects of violent shows on adults and behavior. Okay, sometimes it creates the shows what we are watching, the violent movies what we are watching on the television and all. That means it creates violence among people. Okay, in children also and adults also, and they change in behavior also. Okay, now the third main heading you have given, effects of, again you have used short form abbreviation for television, TV on children. Effects of television, TV, again you have used short form over here, abbreviation over here for for television. Effect of TV on children. Now the subheadings you are giving, the sub points you are giving. Point number 1, lack of concentration. What is point number 2? Get used to violence. Watching TV for a long time, watching violent movies, you get used to violence also. Point number 3, loses discretion, understanding. You are losing your understanding power also, discretion power also. Okay. Now in point number 4, okay, main heading you have given in point number 4, other effects. Now what are the other effects? Okay, other disadvantages. Okay, what are the other disadvantages? People become dissatisfied. People often become dissatisfied due to that, unable to differentiate. Again, we have used short form over here, DIFFT for differentiate, DIFFT for between B oblique W. Again, we have used abbreviation short form. Always remember, abbreviation short form means the same thing. Always remember, abbreviation short form means the same thing. For differentiate, what we have used, DIFFT. For between, what we have used, B oblique W. Okay. Unable to differentiate between real and real life. Okay. That means you are unable to differentiate between real and real life. That means you are in the dreamy world. If you are watching the movies and television for a long time, you are in the dreamy world. Okay. You are not in the real world. Okay. Point number 3, real life seems boring. For them, real life seems boring. Natural life, real life for them seems very boring. Okay. And what they are doing, imitating actors also. Okay. Copying actors, imitating actors. This is a very bad thing. Okay. Get upset, depressed, unable to solve problems. Sometimes you get upset, depressed, and you are unable to solve your problems also. If you are watching televisions and mobile for the long time, here we are talking about television, so that's why we will be talking about television only. Now you have to make a index box also. Whatever words you have used in short forms, in abbreviations, okay, you have to make the box for that. What words you have used? Okay, key to abbreviation, index box. Okay, for increase word you have used INC. For knowledge you have used KNOW. For outside you have used O oblique S. For quality you have used QTY. Okay, for language you have used LANG. For practice you have used PRAC. For television you have used TV. For differentiate what you have used DIFFT. For between what you have used B oblique W. So you have to show all that in the index box too. Whatever words you have used in abbreviation in the box, you must mention that. So in this way you are making the notes. What we call that? Making the notes in points using the headings and the subheadings. Always remember we are using short forms only in note making. And what is important? Always give the title to your note making at the top. Always give the title to your note making according to whatever passage you have got in the examination. So this is note making. Now in the B part of the question I will be telling you what is summarizing. Now summarizing means what? Summarizing means making the short summary of the passage. Summarizing means what? Making the short summary of the passage in paragraph. Only in 80 words you have to write the paragraph, the short summary of that. Or you can count the words and you can make it into 1/3 divided by 3. Okay, count the passage words. Okay, how many words it is? Suppose the passage is of 600 words, divided by 3. Divide by 3, that means how much words you are getting? That means of that particular word limit, you have to write a paragraph. Always remember, convert the passage into 80 words. That is sufficient. Always remember that. Convert the passage into 80 words only. That is known as abstraction also. That is known as precise writing. We call it précis writing also. Okay. In the previous time, in the olden time, we used to say précis writing. Okay. That means you are writing the short summary of the passage. So that is known as summary in paragraph. Always remember, summarizing summary carries 3 marks. Only what we are seeing in summarizing, content and expression. Content carries 2 marks and expression carries 1 mark. Always remember, in summary, content carries 2 marks, expression carries 1 mark. This is the marks distribution for your summarizing part. So summarizing is done in paragraph only. Short summary of the passage. If you have made your note making in a proper way, that also you can convert into paragraph. That only you can convert into paragraph. Okay. So that is known as what? Summarizing. That is known as what? Summarizing of the passage. Okay, in paragraph it should be done. In paragraph it should be done. Okay, so I have told you about what? I have told you about note making and summarizing. If you have made your points in a very proper way, that points you can convert into paragraph. Okay, that is known as what? Summarizing of the passage. If I will say how the summary should be written, that means taking the points only we can write. See how it should be written, summary in 80 words. Television viewing is both a boon and a ban. You could say that. That means television viewing is advantageous also and it is disadvantageous also. Boon and ban means that it is an easily available source of entertainment. Nowadays, it has become an easily available source of entertainment for everyone, even old people and patients too. It offers high quality education programs also.